Bow. Wagwan, everybody out there. It's your favorite light skin, aka Living La Vida light skin, aka Dane Cornelius, the new conductor of the Soul Train, aka Yay Electronico. The way that Ye been acting, I might have to switch that Ye out. You know what I'm saying? However, we all a little bit. I mean, ooh, you feel me? Anywho, that's another story for another subject. I'm here today talking about. So I practiced, observed. You know what I'm saying? Participated. I was around. I was in the area. You hear it? Like I was in the area. I wasn't like on the block, but I was like in the neighborhood. You hear it? Like in the vicinity of Ramadan. You did like. I tried it the whole time this year. You know what I mean? Like last year I did like 7 days and whatnot. And this year I was like, you know what? Let's just do the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You feel me? Like, let's just go ahead, knock the whole joint down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be there the whole time, popping up at the get together, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. However, I wasn't able to attend, like, no, what do you call it? Magic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that thing. I wasn't able to attend that joint, but, you know, I was here with it. I was from here with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this area vicinity, right here in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I participated, you know, in Ramadan this year. And here's my experience. So boom, Ramadan pop off, and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna do the whole thing. Pause this year. We gonna do that, and then as it started going on, I wasn't like doing it exactly. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't. You feel me? But I was still like, you know what I'm saying? Bowing down to the grace of the Almighty. You hear it? Stuff like that. So I wasn't. I also didn't like pray 5 times a day, every day. Some days I might have hit 5 like 3 or 4 times. I got 5 in me at least once. You hear it? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it was just like, you know, hit the morning prayer, hit the noon prayer, hit the evening prayer, sometimes hit the night prayer. Rarely made the late night prayer. You know what I mean? Like, however it goes. I know it's like 5 within a day. You know what I mean? So I definitely was more active with praying. And I got through the whole Quran. Now, when I say I got through, I meant audio. You hear it? Like, I didn't read the series, or you know what I'm saying? The series, you know what I'm saying? The World Series. I didn't read the World Series, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just listened to the audio, you know what I mean? Like, so, and you know what I learned? Like, a lot of the things that people be like, oh, it says this in the Quran. It doesn't even say that in the Quran. He'll be like, where did you get that from? So apparently, like, the Quran got like, you know, kind of like a part 1, part 2, you know what I'm saying? And it's not even the Quran. It's like other books that go along with Islam, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've read the Circle 7 Quran, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Noble Drew Ali, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's this and then one of the two, you know what I'm saying? Those who know, you know what I mean? You banging on your chest, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, that's another story, you know what I'm saying? But, so I've read the Circle 7 Quran before for sure, you know what I mean? Like, we out here reaching the fallen humanity, you know what I'm saying? We uplifting fallen humanity, that's what we doing, you know what I'm saying? And this was the first time that I actually like listened or got through the whole thing, the whole Quran. Like I briefly like skimmed through it, you know what I'm saying, tapped in with it, but not like really a lot, you know what I'm saying? I might have read like one passage, you know what I'm saying, of a paragraph of a sentence. You did stuff like that. So I got through the whole Quran, listened to it on the audio tip, and I actually took a lot from it. Like it was like more, I'm gonna say insightful. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I took a lot from it. It was definitely more repetitive. That's what I'm going with. More repetitive than I thought. Like it was a lot of like, hey, you know, this is what's going on. Don't forget this. You know what I mean? Yeah, and still X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of that throughout the whole Quran. Like, yeah, hey, remember this, my ninja. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't forget this. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this happened, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this happened too back then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was always bringing up like the past prophets. And I was like, oh, that's pretty ill. And I've heard that the Quran is an extension of the Bible. And after listening to it, I see it. You know what I'm saying? I get this is congruent. You know what I'm saying? When things converge, I get the parallels. You hear it? So, and I could tell you how it is, you know what I'm saying? But then you might know it's not. Or some people might be like, no, it's not. But the real ones know, like, there's things in the Bible that points to the Quran. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do your own studying. You hearing? Like, don't reply, or not even reply, rely on me. You hearing? So it's definitely more repetitive than I thought as far as just how it's written. And it was insightful as far as what makes a believer, you know, which made me realize, like, look, dog, like, I've been understood this. Now it's just even more enhanced. Like, okay, look, man, as long as you believe in the one singular, we all gang. Like, whether you want to call it Iliad, Elohim, Allah, however you want to call it, as long as you believe in the singular, then you gang. So, that made me, the way that it was written, it made me see like, okay, like, yes, there is a way to put things to where it's kind of uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily, yes, this is written for those of the Islamic faith, those who are Muslims. However, if you're a believer, we same gang. You know what I mean? So, afterwards, like, after going through the process, it wasn't that difficult. Like, telling yourself no, there's power in that, right? So the ability to not eat from sun up to sundown, which you find yourself consuming a lot throughout the day. Like, that's one thing you notice when you do any type of fast. You start noticing the things that have your attention, right? And being that this is more geared towards, food, water, things of that nature, you start seeing like, dang, I really consume a lot throughout the day. And the fact that you can stop, that no is really empowering. Like, yes, if I can say no here, I can keep this going after this, and then I can say no to other things, So that's one thing that I really took, like, okay, bro, you the power is yours. You hear me? On some Captain Planet stuff. You dig? Like, that's really what it is. Like, it's in here with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the power of no stood out to me for sure. Persistence, like, there was times where I'm like, man, I really don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam, you know what I'm saying? Bismillah, Rama Rahim, you know what I mean? Shout out to all my Rahims, you know what I mean? Like, however, I'm not Muslim. You dig? Like, I'm just a man, you dig? I'm a Superman, but I'm just a man nonetheless. You know what I mean? So I really don't have to do this, but yeah, it's still, I seen it through. Now, there was times where I did, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, it wasn't like, man, I'm just about to stop. It was more like, oh, I'm with my people, so I'm going to just be with my people. You did. However, for the most part, I probably did about a good 92% of Ramadan, maybe 87%. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. Either way, it was a passing grade. You did. Like, I didn't fail. You hearing? Like, it wasn't like I just did 1, 3. That's 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I passed at least in my eyes, you know what I mean? Like, so I definitely took a lot from it. And, another thing once I went through the whole process, it gave me a greater understanding of ability, what I have the ability to do, what I don't have the ability to do, and patience. Like, okay, I don't have to move on such and such just because it's in front of me. I could be patient and allow a thing to be, and then, enact how I feel on it. So another thing is, you can really control your desires. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you may want to do a thing. However, it's ultimately you that makes it happen. So you can control your desire, right? Like, you don't have to do a thing. So it definitely was a wonderful experience. I took a lot from it. Would I do it again? Probably, maybe not. So yeah, you know what I mean? If that made sense. Like, it's not like, oh, every year I'm going to participate. I'm going to do this, do that. I think like there's times where I'll tap in with it, and do a little bit here and there. However, I don't even know if I would do it like fully again. You did. Maybe if I did, I would be more active. You know what I mean? Like going out to the mosque, you know what I'm saying? Meeting with people, things of that nature. Like, actually not kind of sleeping for the majority of the day. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, actually fully be enthralled in it. At least for like a couple of days. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my throw on and all that. You did. Like, I'm really out here. You did with the prayer and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, waking up, that's like, one thing I heard, like, the reason why you'll get certain benefits is getting up in the AM, right? Like, what nigga Nipsey Hussle say? I be up at 6, niggas sleeping. I be at the Ritz puffing G-Pens, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, like being up early, the top of the top, you hearing? Like being up, it really invigorates you and gives you a different perspective. Like one thing that I did when I got up was just, I wouldn't listen to nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just sit there with my thoughts, you know? And one thing I've noticed, it was like, you have to order your thoughts. Because sometimes you get into a repetitiveness as far as your thinking, and the things that you're thinking about really has no gain to it. You know, it's like, you're just thinking. It's not even like you're thinking of something that actually is going to be beneficial to your everyday living. These are just thoughts that you have. And so sitting with my thoughts in the morning that kind of gave me a greater perspective on my day. Like, okay, now I'm meditation bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I get out of my bed, I sit and think. You did, like, envision what I want to do and then work on executing those things, right? Like, okay, I want to get up. I want to brush my teeth. I want to wash my face. I want to take a shower. I want to do this. I want to do that, right? And then knocking those things down to strengthen my brain cognitive vision, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't want to say manifesting, but that's essentially what it is, right? Like, putting in your mind what you're going to do and then playing it out, you know? So I would do that for sure. However, this was kind of like a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. Why am I thinking this? Can I look at it from a different perspective? Does this thought even benefit me? You did. So it's like you're having a conversation with yourself, like, yeah, man, like, this, and why is this happening in the world? Blah, 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 blah. I mean. But then, like, your higher self is like, bro, is that even really a thing? Like, what's to you? Why does that matter? And then it's like, yeah, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I need to take the Lauryn Hill, D'Angelo approach. Nothing even matters. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. So it definitely served a greater purpose. So I would say, get in tune with your higher self, man. Like, find things to do that is going to elevate you, not just mentally, also spiritually, physically, things of that nature. Get out of the rigmarole of your everyday life and put some spice in that joint. Like, sasson that joint up. You hearing? Like, you sitting around doing the same thing. Sometimes you got to participate. You hearing? Like, I might do Passover this year too. You know what I mean? Like, I might be shalom out here. You hear it? Like, I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely get into other things, and participate and just go with the experience and see what you get from it, because a lot of times there's things that you can take from what you're doing, even if it's something that you may not fully agree with, or, you're just not involved in anyway, unless it's nefarious. I mean, just still do it and get something from it. That's the best way to live, or that, I won't say the best, that is a way to live for sure. You know what I mean? So that was my Ramadan spiel. You know what I mean? Ramadan Mubarak to all my people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's another thing. Like, when you're up or when you're doing things, you have the participation of the world with you, right? So at least whatever time zone you're in, right? When you wake up at 7:30, 6:30, 7 o'clock, whatever it is, there's other people getting up at that time doing the same thing you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting down and praying. So you really can feel that energy. You know what I mean? Like, you really can feel like the participation of the world doing the thing that you're doing. So that's very empowering. You mean? Like, so anywho, yeah, get into something, do something, be different. You know what I mean? Just try it and see what comes of it. We out of here.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm doing the source.